Yeah, I was looking for Jay.
Who's speaking?
This is Matthew. It's just a quick call, sir. I'm actually a local realtor. I noticed you were searching for some properties on my website. Just wanted to check in, see if there's any plans to make a move by yourself.
Uh, Matthews, I am looking a little bit later, but now I'm pushing that out for about 2 to 3 months now because my wife is in hospice.
Mm,
And so I have to deal with that first before I make any move on a house.
got it. Got it. Well,
Yeah,
I,
she's
I
in hospice right now.
yeah, no, I completely understand. I hope your wife does well. Um, what areas are you looking in, or when that time does
Well, I
come?
was looking at Metro Commercial. I was looking there.
Okay.
And I was looking, let me just share that with you, Matthew, if you don't mind.
Mm-hmm.
May come across something. Give me a call. I don't know.
Yeah.
Now, I'm looking for like a 5 bedroom, uh, no pool,
No.
because I want to use that as the backyard. I need a backyard.
Okay.
I'm looking at at least half an acre to an acre of land with it.
Okay.
You know, I really don't want to be close to up on 801, someone next door, right next to me. I don't want that.
Okay.
I'm being kind of picky right now too on that subject there. You know, the 5 bedroom, 1.5 bath, that would be fine.
Okay. So you need a big house.
Yes, I do. I have a big family, man. I have 6 kids, 25 grandkids,
Ooh.
six great grandkids, going on number seven, coming out. So,
Wow, that's awesome. I mean, it's all.
uh,
So you're keeping busy
I just
then.
want to have a place. Well, I just want to have a place for them to come and relax when they do come.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want them being in a hotel.
Yeah.
Not to be driving over. I'm old school. I'm
Mm-hmm.
75 years old,
Okay.
and I'm like my grandparents were. We had a big house,
Mm-hmm.
and you was always welcome to come back home.
Yeah. No, I get. That's awesome. That's
Always come.
awesome. Now, do you currently own a house, or are you renting?
No, we this is gonna be a cash deal.
You what? Say it
It's
again.
gonna be a cash deal. This is gonna be a cash deal.
Oh, cash
Cash.
deal. Okay. Okay, got it.
Yes.
And now, what's your?
I don't want to. I don't want a mortgage. I do not want a mortgage.
Yeah. No, the interest rates are high right now. You're at like 6 to 7% on an interest.
Well, not only that, Matthew,
Mm-hmm.
I'm call you back.
Sure. No. No problem.
Uh, I don't. I'm old. I'm older now, and I do
Mm-hmm.
not want a mortgage. We have had mortgages, all my wife and I,
Mm-hmm.
all these years, and I said once we get to the point where we don't have to have one, I don't want one.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I
See,
completely
all I
understand
want
that.
to do is pay my. All I want to do is pay my property tax
Mm-hmm.
and my insurance on the house.
Perfect.
With the little bills. I do not
Yeah.
want a mortgage company making money off of me.
Right.
And with the mortgage, what you're doing is you're borrowing money, and you're in the game,
Mm-hmm.
and you got finance charges, and that finance charges going someplace else to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
So if I can eliminate that, that's what I want to do.
Okay. Okay.
So
Eh,
I don't want to make somebody else rich off of me.
right.
By
Right.
me
Right.
struggling, and then if something happened, something happened
Yeah.
where I cannot meet that payment on that house,
Mm-hmm.
you got to foreclose on it.
Right. Right. Yeah. And a lot of people are struggling right now. It seems like a lot of people are
Yes,
in
a
debt
lot of
and
people are struggling right now, and a lot of people going to be losing.
yeah.
Because they thought everything was going to be all right,
Mm-hmm.
and they're not looking back at 2007. They're not looking back in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
When we had a downtrend there.
Mm-hmm.
I remember all these events that happened.
Right. Right. Right.
So
Yeah.
I don't
You.
want to be caught up in. I don't want to be caught up in any of that.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Even though I may be paying a higher price, but I always think that if the economy is going down and everything, your property tax going to go down too.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
If you're looking
Yeah.
if you're looking at a recession or something, and
Mm-hmm.
everything starts going down, your taxes are going to go down too. So
Right.
I'm trying to look at it from all different ways. I may
Yeah.
be wrong in that, but I'm trying to look at it from different ways.
Now, Jay? Do you have a budget that you're trying to stay on? For this when it does come around.
not go over 2.5.
About two.
Okay,
How much?
2.5. We're not going over.
Okay, so less than 2.5. So the good thing is the properties that are over a million right now. What I'm seeing, and I have a couple clients that are looking at Rancho and Upland, all that area right there. The good thing is that the prices on those higher end homes, the bigger homes, they are coming down a bit, right? Because the affordability, and you're going to be able to get a good deal on a nice size house on a good size lot that has the right amount of bedrooms and square footage. So that's a plus for you.
That is, and then another plus is that I don't want it to be over 2007.
Yeah.
Between 2005 and up, I would take that.
Okay.
The reason why my wife and I have had several homes,
Uh-huh.
and I know how they depreciate, and I know how you have to keep them up.
Yeah.
And I don't want to give my money to someone that at an older house.
Right.
Things may not look right at the beginning. 2 or 3 years from now, then I have to be dealing with.
Yep.
See, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, because then those older homes
You know you have insurance. You know you have insurance.
doesn't.
I just don't want to be dealing with it.
Yeah, and that doesn't cover everything. You know what I mean?
It's right. It doesn't cover everything.
Yeah. So the houses that are built 2000 plus, I mean, it's gonna be less maintenance for you. I mean, the houses are gonna be more renovated, updated, and stuff like that. So you don't have to do work to it. You could just move right in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And not only that, I got to have a 1-bedroom downstairs. Like I said, my wife is in hospice right now, and I don't know how long she has.
Yeah.
And I have to have a bedroom downstairs.
Okay.
I have to have that.
Yeah, I actually have a lady. She has a house in Rancho, and I had just talked to her about a month ago. She's not quite ready yet, and it might be towards the end of the year. But she has a beautiful house that she just built a back unit, back house in her lot an ADU, and that ADU is done up to the T. So there's two houses on one lot, and she is planning to sell. So that could be potentially an option if she does end up.
Do you know how large the lot is?
How much? What? How what?
Do you know how large the property is?
It's about I think it's about 18,000. About half an acre. Yeah, just under. So good size house, and it has a separate driveway for that back unit. She was telling me all about it. I haven't actually seen it, but she said, when I looked up the old pictures, it looked pretty good from when she bought it.
Could you give me the address so I can look it up?
Yeah. It's
I do understand it. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, it's not. The pictures won't show the add-on because that was just done. But you could see
Avenue or street?
Street.
Okay, street. Okay.
And that's like the Altaloma Rancho area right there.
Altaloma, I would say Altaloma.
Yeah.
I did look at some of those houses there at Altaloma.
Mm-hmm.
They're nice too.
Yeah.
They're the older part. That's the older part, the northwest part of Rancho.
Yeah.
That's the older part of it. So.
Yeah, because then you start going. If you keep on going, then you lead into Fontana, and you don't want to be too close to Fontana, on the other side of 15.
No, I don't want to be. Even though they have nice homes off the 15.
Mm-hmm.
But they all together. Everything is together over there.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And above all, I just don't want to be in an area where I know that if it rains, it floods, like last year.
Mm-hmm.
My son lived in Fontana,
Mm-hmm.
and he lived down in the lowlands. And man, did it flood down there?
Yeah.
I said, I know if I ever buy anything, it will not be in the low area.
Yeah, I mean it does get windy, right?
I would not buy a house in the low area. No, I would not.
Right. Yeah.
I'm trying to get away from floods, disasters.
Right.
And I don't want to go too high to where, you got the fires up there.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got the floods in the bottom.
Well, I don't know if you've seen as far as the homeowners insurance and what's been happening, but California's been getting hammered on the insurances. The fire hazards, all that, the price has doubled on homeowners insurance if you're in a fire zone. So that's just something to be aware of. Yeah. So that's just something to be aware of when that time does
Yes.
come. The
Well, Matt, you have my number. Please
Yeah.
continue calling me a little bit later, okay?
Okay, sounds good. Well, I appreciate your
And
time,
if you
Jay.
have something that I may see, like just here,
Yeah,
I will keep this in my book.
sure.
But if you have anything else that you may see, do you have my
Your email? I think you had looked on my website at one point for some properties
I
in
believe I
DC.
did. I believe I did.
So yeah, I'll send you over some
Just keep
properties
me in
and
mind, okay?
okay. I appreciate your time.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Take
Have a
take
good
care.
evening.
All right, bye bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
There you have it. Jay's looking Rancho up to 2.5, and a lot of these properties have been getting hit. Rates prices have been going down on the higher end properties, so could possibly find him a good deal, and hopefully his wife pulls through and she's all good, because that always sucks when someone's in hospice, and just hate to hear it. So we'll save this Jay's info, put him under lead follow up, and we'll put him down for a call at the end of the month. Add event, call Jay to check in and send